Now I'd like to invite to the stage the co-chairman of TBDA, David Roth and Charles Balducci.
Thank you. So I was speaking to a client a few weeks back, and he asked me an interesting question. He said, Charles, I've worked with a large number of charitable organizations, and usually after a few years I step off the board. Why is it that you've stayed with this organization for over 10 years? I honestly didn't have a simple or short answer to his question. You see, I'm not sick with chronic Lyme disease, and neither is anyone in my family. I don't suffer from joint pain or headaches, and I don't have any neurological disorders. The only fatigue I suffer from is chasing my 3 children around the house when I get home from the office. I was, however, one tick bite away from dying. 10 years ago, I suffered one of the most severe episodes of acute Lyme disease doctors have seen. My heart was failing due to Lyme bacteria blocking my body's naturally occurring electrical process. With a heart rate of 26 beats a minute and frequently skip beats, I was rushed into surgery, given a temporary pacemaker and an IV that went from my arm all the way into my heart. After 11 days of intensive care and a month of IV antibiotics, I miraculously made a full recovery. The experience moved me so that I joined a charity, a Lyme charity, to try to make a difference. In the beginning, I knew nothing about the disease nor any other tick-borne illness. Over the years, however, I heard story after story of all the terrible suffering that occurs in our community due to a tick bite. We all have to realize we are one tick bite away from the story of my friend Chris, a former NHL hockey player who barely had the strength to stand up, swing a golf club, or even function normally on a daily basis. We're all one tick bite away from the story of Kelly Downing, who I met tonight for the first time. She had years of her life stolen from her and her family. We're all one tick bite away from the story of my friend Jen, who has a wonderful career, a loving husband, and 4 fabulous children, but still had thoughts of taking her own life to make all the pain of her Lyme suffering disappear. We're all one tick bite away from the story of my beautiful wife, Amy, who almost lost her husband on her honeymoon. Please understand, ticks do not discriminate. Ticks like men and women. They like them young and old, wealthy and poor. They like our cats and our dogs, and they love our little children. We don't know if that tick is carrying a disease or not, but we're one tick bite away from finding out and experiencing years of potential pain and suffering. Without education, treatment, and awareness, and accurate testing, we are all vulnerable to this incredibly insidious disease. So when reflecting on the question that gentleman asked me, why would I continue to stay involved with this cause? You all have my answer: to protect my family, to educate my friends, and to assist those that are needlessly suffering due to a tick bite. Now, I don't expect any of you to dedicate the literally hundreds of hours each of our board members dedicate to the cause every year, but there are other ways to get involved. Think about attending our walks, rides, or concerts. Please friend us on Facebook. Please tweet about us often. And if you have the desire and the ability to help us through a donation, we would greatly, greatly appreciate it.